Hello everyone, how's it going? You guys doing good too? I'm doing good too. Let's get on today's video session. Here we go. Yeah, how do you like my rock and roll music as always? Welcome back to our video session today. Today is a very exciting day because we are gonna be showing, mainly I am going to be showing you Fujitsu Stylistic Q704 tablet in action today. Yes! So you probably been waiting for a video from me to show you all this today. So we will be doing that in just a moment. First of all, we're gonna be telling you what is this thing all about. Okay? Okay, so this is a slim design machine, as they say, and it's for any environments, right, that you can think of. You can use for many different environments. Okay, that is rain, dust, and it won't break so easily. It is that good. Okay, this system is a full HD system, which gives you a 1920 times 1080 PhD resolution. Okay, it has a 3.0 and micro USB ports. All right, so that's a really good thing to have. Wireless, webcam, Bluetooth. Okay, Fuji, and accessories like keyboard and port replicator. Okay, this is the device what I'm talking about. Okay, hold up, just show properly. This is the device. The front, it looks like that. And the back, it looks like that. Side, it looks like that. We're gonna go through everything, don't worry. It's a pretty large, look at this, pretty large sized screen size machine. It is pretty powerful indeed First of all, we're going through that. We're going to be going through the ports on the left hand side. If you look very carefully, they got tabs over them. Look. Look at that. Sometimes it's a bit hard to take out. See that? Can you see these tabs that come out? See? I just took it out. In this tab, if you look carefully, it's a DC jacking. Okay? A DC jacking. Okay? The rest of the controls, if I can show you this properly. That button is the power switch. Okay? That one are the volume controls. It's pretty heavy, man. Okay? Decrease or increase, whatever. That's a short key for the function manager. We're going to be showing you the function manager in a bit. What does the actual function manager do? And what's the use of it? Okay. Right. That is the stylus. That's a Wacom pen in this thing. Because this thing can become a Wacom as well. Okay. Look at that. You take it over here. Look at that. Comes out. Take a look at that. Yeah. And there is a special sharp thing which goes to the back of the device. If you look very carefully, you can see, I don't know if you can see it. There's a sharp end here that goes back of the device like that. The sharp thing, which is this part, the back, it goes this way. I just put it in and you push it in. That's it. Let's go further. That is the hole for a 3.5 mm jack. You could pull a cable from there which gives you audio output to another device. Okay, yeah, outputs sound from this thing to one of your devices. If you got like a hi-fi, if you got one from here, okay, and you got phone sockets on the other, you could get sound. You could take sound from this device to another device, which is that cable. See, all covered with tabs. Look at that. This one, right, has the USBs. See that came out. This is a USB 3.0, which is only one available. And here, it's another one. Hold on. Get straight. There's another micro anyway in there. It's hard to show like that. Okay, can you see that? That's a micro USB port next to it. Okay. Okay, where were we again? Here. This one here. It's another. The slot. In here is a micro SD and a SIM card slots. Here goes a micro SD. We're going to talk about the micro SD slot. This is very important to understand. And here goes SIM card slot next to it. Okay. Right. But just do at the top. Okay. Right at the top, yeah. There is a front-facing camera. Rear camera. Okay. And this, the Windows key. You press that, it brings you that start menu screen up. Okay, it does that. Okay. And here, if you look carefully, is the fan. This sister's actually got a fan in there. All right. I should have showed you when I was showing the left part. Anyway, it's been shown up right at the bottom. Let me just do one test here because I think this can be something else because no, it's not for that. And now if you look at the bottom, look, there's two connectors here. Look at that. Why are there two here? These are for the keyboard and a port replicator. Let me explain about that because it's a bit different for each one the way you connect them. All right. I'm gonna actually show you them properly so you understand more of it. I'll show you the keyboard as well. Let's wait a minute. Okay. Here, right? Okay, I'm gonna show you the keyboard. This is the keyboard. I don't know if you've ever seen one, but this keyboard it looks so attractive with it. It's stylistic, isn't it? You know this thing. We're not gonna go too much into it today. Okay, gonna make it Pacific. Look at that. There are, see, there is one and two on there. Okay, and that goes down here. Yeah, look at that. See that? One there, one there. They both connect to that. But if you look on the port replicator, it's only one. See that? There's only one on that. So you only connect one on that. It works like that. Which is different for both of them. Alright? It works like that. There you go, you have it. So everything's been covered. Now, pressing this switch, it'll turn the device on. Hold it for a second. Here you go. It actually looks like that on screen. Okay. Now, with the pen, right, we need to talk about this pen a bit. This system, right, has a Windows 10 64-bit operating system. Okay. Originally, it comes with Windows 8.1 and it gives you an option on Windows 7. But you can install Windows 10 in this. Okay. Because the person I brought you off. So hold on. Yeah. The person I brought you off here, which was Morgan Computers, they already pre-installed Windows 10 for me on this thing. Okay. We can find out which one they put in there. Just go into the settings. Does it actually tell you which one it is, really? Bloody, I hate when they write stupid things like that. Anyway, it's only a Windows 10 in the 64-bit. Who cares? This also doesn't just use PC programs. Okay, this device, right, has a graphics tablet technology because they didn't give a normal stylus pen. You see, it's quite dark in here, isn't it? They gave a Wacom pen, and it's got a Wacom pen software in there to use on these. Because I've never seen, right, apart from a Wacom tablets using uh, for one of these pens for your uh, if you're a graphic artist for drawing. But this thing, right, is crazy because Wacom tablets don't have their own operating system in there. It's just a display. There's nothing in there. You have to connect them through your laptops and desktops in order to use them. You have to use them operating systems of a laptop or desktop in order to use it on Wacom. But this thing is already has an operating system. This is a bonus. You can use Windows programs on this thing and you can do Wacom on it. Turn this thing into a PC program and a graphics artist thing. This is really good to use two things on this device because if you're looking for both, this is the thing for look out for them because it's really, really good. Okay. You touch it like that. I can't do it with one hand. It's quite difficult today. If you guys are a bit disappointed what I'm doing, I just can't. I can't do it like that. I'll try. But don't think I can. Looks tough. Sorry, I can't do it. Well, I could touch it from here. Look, and it opens that screen. Yeah. And if I press that, it switches it off. See that? Stars works perfect. There you go. And just goes in there. Yeah. As I was mentioning to you, this part makes sound. Look, what's this? It'll open up. See that? It opens that menu. Do you see that? We just did. Yeah, you open that up. Okay, we know what we're doing with that now. Now I'm going to be showing you the front-facing cameras with this thing. You could just go to the start menu and search for this. Okay. Oh gosh, it just disappears. And on the programs, just go for C and look for camera there. All right. The camera doesn't look too bad on this thing. First of all, we'll go into, yeah, camera. Right now is into camera. Okay. If you want to change that into front facing, you have to press this, the top, that one. See that? Now you can see me. See, front facing. See that? It works like that. Right. You probably be thinking, how much is each camera? Which I'm going to prove to you right now. How to find out on this device how much is each one? You go to settings. Yeah. Take a look. You go through that, and here it says for the camera. Okay. I'm not going to go too much into it. Okay. I do know the rear camera on this thing is 2.1 megapixel. Okay, let me just check on that clearly, how that actually works. Okay, now we are set it on the rear camera. Because you have to set the mode you're looking for, innit? So hold on. Maybe I have problems here. I hate this thing, I swear. Some reason it's actually working. Or let me just put the camera back on. Hold on, we have problems. I'll probably have to restart the device again. Sometimes it does that, man. Very sorry about this. Okay, let me just restart the device again. I was thinking there were some problems. Because if you keep on lifting it like that, you press something by accidentally, then it starts playing up. You gotta be aware of that. Yeah, something like on the screen, you see. That's why I couldn't touch it. Just hold on. So I'm gonna do it again for you guys, because there is something wrong. Please be patient, because this is a serious review, which I'm gonna be showing you everything on it, by the way. It is gonna be longer. Right, here we go. First, we're gonna look at the rear camera, as I promised. I don't know why actually it doesn't show you anything or options. It's a front facing camera. Well, in terms of the front facing camera and the rear camera, it's showing only 2.1 megapixel, I'm afraid. Okay, it's not showing more than that. It's a great shape, really. So it's not actually showing you anything like that. And you know these arrows over here, you press that and then it takes you into video mode. And the the video recording thing, right, is a resolution up to 1920 times 1080. All right. It is up to that quality. It takes you from low resolution all the way up to 1920 times 1080. All right. The software has been playing up today for some reason. I have no idea why they're doing that, because it usually doesn't do that. It was working very fine previously, but today it's not working so well. Maybe there's some updates need to be done. This program might be old or something, but today is just not working really good. Sorry about that. So there's not much I can show you today. But now we have a sense that what kind of megapixels you could expect from it and the video resolutions from the recording, which is really, really good to see what this thing can actually do. Now I want to tell you something really, really interesting about this thing. This device, they call it a tablet, don't they? But this thing is not a normal tablet at all. Fujitsu made this thing into such a very high performance thing. Okay? The thing about this thing, right, is that this thing performs like a desktop PC. That's why it's been acclaimed by the company. This can perform same as your desktop, even it's using mobile technology. I've done loads of tests, right? The way we work, where we use webmails, web browsing, and we do our work with Microsoft Office suites like, Word, PowerPoint, and stuff like that. It performs good as that. It's pretty fast. Sometimes even it's faster than the desktop PCs. Okay, we're gonna go that in a different video, by the way. Okay. Now, what else we're gonna look at? You know this thing, right? If you look at it like that, it's rotation. Look, it rotates. Look at that. Auto rotation. Okay. if you look at here, you press the, you make the Windows the center thing. Look here. If you look by that, right now it's on off. So press that. Hold on, press the wrong ones. If you press on the rotation lock on this, the rotation locks on. Now look what happens. It won't rotate. The rotation stops. But if you go back on there again, you can take the rotation lock off. And then again, it'll rotate. Once again. Okay. There you have it. Now, what I'm going to show you. Okay. So we're looking on this view, aren't we? Volume controls. Yeah. The volume controller just does the volume. Okay, I'll just show you anyway. Take a look at this. Now we'll do the volume, okay? Decrease and increase. And right at the bottom, here, that button, right at the bottom, what I mentioned, is a function manager. Look. Let me see why it didn't come up. Just hold on. Sometimes it takes time to come up. I think I pressed the power switch. It's hard to do from the other way, isn't it? I was holding it actually wrong. Silly me. Yeah, down here, you've got the short key for the function manager. Why isn't it coming up today? Let me just switch it off again. Let me completely shut it down. Then I'll put it back on. Sorry about that. Don't get too serious about this, what's happening with this thing. Okay. Let me just load up. Problem is hard to do like that the way I'm doing it. So very, very sorry about that. All the convenience of course. Now again we're going to be pressing that switch. And hopefully it should work this time. Yeah. If you press that switch, you get that. Okay. In here you got, it's a thing called function manager. If you look at the top right, it's got a thing called rotation lock. You see? Right at the top. It will lock it. It will lock the screen from here if you want to do that. Straight away. See, auto rotate off, auto rotate on. See, it does that. It writes down the screen when you press that. Then the mode switchings are presentation mode. You could select the mode that you prefer. It gives you all the information on there, whatever underneath what it tells you. Now then he mentions a thing called cradle mode. The cradle mode, right, is this. It's that. We'll be showing you that in a different video, right? Is that. You have to turn that on in order to use that. You turn that on. Cradle mode. Power saving mode. It's a mode for your battery. Okay, we will discuss that in a different video as well. Wireless off mode. If you want wireless, you can turn it on and off completely. Then it goes individual device state switching. Wireless LAN, which is your local wireless, coming on and off. Wireless WAN is your wired thing. You got Bluetooth, display brightness, adaptive brightness, speakers, and CPU. You could do all these kind of settings from this function manager. Okay. Each of these things are useful for what you need it for. If you don't want to use something, you just turn it off. Okay? You actually turn it off. Now the cradle mode is used for when you want to use a port replicator. Okay? It's actually made for that. And stuff like that. The power saving mode gives you more battery life. It gives you options to choose from. Right here, when you click on the power saving mode, the good thing about this program, you don't need to use your brains or nothing like that. In the power saving mode, it will turn these off. Look at this. Look how amazing this is. In power saving mode, it tells you that it will do the following functions will change. You know what the functions are? Wireless LAN will be off. Wireless WAN will be off. Display brightness will be 24/100. That's the numbers when you slide to the right. When you click on that, the square bottom right, you could set it to 20. Okay. Adaptive brightness is off. CPU performance is low performance. You're probably thinking of why did they select all these? These are the 5 things that give you a better life. But a lot of things will will need to turn up. It's so easy with this, isn't it? Then if you go into wireless off mode, obviously it's all made for wireless. It's saying that the change will happen again. Wireless LAN off, wireless WAN off, Bluetooth off. Because these are all wireless things. If you want to turn that on, it will turn all of these things off. Alright. The rest of things like wireless, then you got individual settings. Because the mode switching helps you. So what you want to do? Switching mode. Okay. This function gives you notification suppress, sleep, screensaver, suppress. Okay. That's what that does. And the individual settings are wireless LAN, wireless WAN, Bluetooth, digital brightness, adaptive brightness, speakers, CPU. If we go for the wireless LAN, right now it's on. If we press that, first look at it, what happens. It goes in blue. Look at that. Okay, it's on the left side. If we press that, that will become grey out. Okay, it'll grey out. So I've got 3 grey outs in the first line, which is wireless LAN, wireless WAN, Bluetooth, because I've turned them off. Look, can you see? Now right in the end is a display brightness. If you keep on pressing that, it gives you brightnesses. Okay, it goes from low to bright to medium. You keep on pressing it like that. Keeps on doing that. Adaptive brightness is right now is off. Keeps on going low and high, low and high. It keeps on doing that. Adjusting is automatically. Then speaker. If you press on that, you'll turn the speaker off. Okay? The speaker will turn the speaker off. CPU. This can be a quite tough part. CPU performance. Why do we use CPU performance? So right at the end anyway. CPU performance is right now high performance. CPU performance gives you one of the fastest in everything what you do in this thing. But if you want to save battery, you should go to low. Okay, what happens now? Go right at the end. I turn to low. Okay, the screen probably will move slower. Each thing I press, everything what it's doing, it'll take time to come. But with that, I tell you something, right? If you got your wireless LAN, I'm gonna give you an individual setting now. Wireless LAN, wireless WAN, right? Bluetooth, all of this off, right? And your display brightness around about medium, okay? You should keep your adaptive brightness off as well. And if you keep your CPU on low performance, you'll get more better battery life and you'll get to do more for your work. That's what's important, to keep this at low performance, okay? If you think you need a bit more better performance, that can be for like gaming and graphics performance, then you probably need to set it to medium, okay? I think because like when we're using graphic design programs like Adobe Photoshop, CS6, in any of that range, Creative Cloud, we should be using high performance for that, okay? When it comes from especially PC games, I will select high performance for that, I'm afraid, especially if they're modern games, okay? But for some emulation, you have to do your own tests. You can do low, medium, and high. I think the more basic the emulation is, you can set it to low, right? If the emulator is a bit more powerful, you go and try medium. If the emulator is really like type like high-end type, which is really, really fast performance, then you need to go to high performance. Okay, it works like that. This thing is really useful app. Without even using your own knowledge, it's all there for you. It's automatic. Select it from their settings, or you individual setting yourself if you know how to do it. If you know how to do it yourself, you can do an individual setting on it. Okay, so that's it for the device part. Now we're gonna go into the specification. All right. Right, the specifications, right, of this thing, right. Specifications on this thing, right, are pretty good. So right in front of me, I've got the Fujitsu Stylistic Q704 tablet specifications right in front of me. And I hope you will like the specification on this thing. Oops, I actually read that wrong. That's a bit wrong. Right, this CPU is Intel i5 Core 4300U V Pro. Operating system is Windows 10, Windows 10 Pro 64-bit. RAM is 4 GB. Storage SSD is 128 GB. Bluetooth 4.0. Display 12.5. 1920 x 1080. Full HD. The aspect ratio is 16.9. Chipset is integrated. It's integrated stuff in there, yeah. The graphics is Intel HD 4400. Graphics Intel HD 4400. I mean, how good is the Intel HD 4400? Is it quite good? It's pretty good actually, because I've done a lot of graphics tests on it. Not like benchmarks, but it performs really, really well. plays a lot of, does graphic design, PC emulation, PC games really well. Lots of them. Okay, the HDMI resolution is 1920 times 1080. VGA resolution is 1920 times 1080. It's the same for both. Okay, it doesn't any difference there. Maximum resolution external display. If you want to use another display on it, it's still 1920 times 1080. I don't know why they're all the same. They haven't changed from there. They're all the same. Graphics features, right? This is really important. The graphics features. You can connect up to 3 displays on this thing, and it supports DirectX 11. Okay. Memory card slots. Okay, so let's get something clear about the memory card slots. If you need access storage, you need to understand this very, very carefully. There's 3 types of memory cards under MicroSD that you can use on this thing. The first one is MicroSD, is up to 2 GB. Okay, the next one is MicroSD HC, is up to 32 GB, and MicroSD XC is 64 GB. Okay, and the SIM card slot is 4G. USB 3.0 is 1. Micro USB 2.0 is 1. DC in is 1. Auto line in and line out is combo, by the way, is 1. Internal internal microphone, sorry, is 1. Port replicator connector 2. Well, you need 2, don't you? That's how you're going to get it connected. Right. Audio features microphone inbuilt. So with it, microphone, and it has 2x built-in speakers. Well, looking at this, it says here camera, front camera is 2 megapixel, rear camera is 5 megapixel. When I saw it there, but it wasn't actually doing that. We'll investigate into that. The first battery is 11 hours and 40 minutes. Second battery, they combined it with first and second battery, 16 hours and 20 minutes, which is pretty good. Battery charging time is 140 minutes. Okay. Right, dimensions. WXDXH. 12.19 times 7.85 times 0.47 inches. 309.6 times 199.3 times 11.9 mm. That's the dimensions. Weight 2.16 in pounds and 0.98 kg. There you go. So this is all the information for Fujitsu Stylistic Q704 tablet. It's not a normal tablet. You can use PC programs, Wacom, the stylus pen on the actual device. Then you can connect a keyboard, then becomes a professional laptop. And then connecting the program creator becomes a desktop PC experience. Also, as in a tabletop mode, using a stand or the program creator, done up to you. You can connect a controller on it and you can do some gaming or emulation and PC games. We'll cover that in a separate video, by the way. And also, if you want to play like a games console style, you could connect it either with a keyboard or the port replicator using the HDMI to your TV, and then with port upgrader you get more USB ports anyway. If you want to do that, it's a better way to do that. Keyboard's only got 2 USB ports, but using a port upgrader you get 4 USB ports. You can connect to your TV. With a keyboard you could do 2-player. With a port upgrader you could do 4-player. And it's really interesting to have all that. And yeah, that is full information on this device. It's really impressive. It has every single feature that you can expect from it. Really interesting thing to have, really. Very impressive indeed. And right front to me, it's quite small. I have a MicroSD XE memory card. Okay. So just show you how that goes in. Down here, yeah? How about here? Okay. And you see sticking out, it goes in there. You just push it in. Yeah, there you go. Pushed in now. And whenever you want to take it out. Actually, it's not pushed in. Hold on. Look. Makes a clicking sound. Goes in. See that? I don't know if you can see that. It's quite dark. Goes in there, yeah. Anyway. And now it comes available in the my PC. So I hope that's been all the informative information for today, and you found it really useful what I've been explaining about this device. It's got a power of a tablet, laptop, and a desktop PC all in one. And of course, you can do lots of gaming as well on there. The gaming prospect on this thing, well, the CPU is Intel i5 core, and we got 4 GB RAM and all that, and Intel HD 4400. This is the part for your gaming, which does make it quite interesting. It's really good for PC emulation and PC games. Trust me on that. It's very powerful indeed. And that is all today for today. Give your likes, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye from now.